Andreas Charalambers to Enterprise requests permission to use Enterprise to go to Moorcambe. Acknowledge.
Permission granted.
Okay, go for it, Sulu.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now at Ward 1. I'd like to welcome you all to the convention. I'd especially like to welcome Amanda Emily Maria Rowe, who was born last night, to two of our attendees. Congratulations, Paul and Mary Rowe, and welcome aboard, Amanda. I'd like to introduce you to our committee chairman, David.
Thank you very much, everyone. I'd like to introduce you to the rest of the committee. We have on my far left, Gilrain. And on your right, Jan Burton. We set out about 2 years ago to turn this into a slightly different convention from what we've had in the last few years. We hope that it works, we hope it's a success. We've got Jill Marston as our superb MC for the weekend.
At your service, ladies and gentlemen.
She'll be going through the open ceremony. She'll be handling all the events and she'll be introducing everything to you. She'll be introducing our guests and she'll be introducing all the events. I shall hand over to her, so she should take it from here.
Thank you, David. As you already know, unfortunately Michael, Guy and Ron are unable to be with us this weekend due to prior engagements. However, we are pleased to announce our special guests for this weekend, Marina Sirtis, Stig Al-Fadil and Richard Arnold. It says here that the guests will speak. Have you got anything that you'd like to say?
How long do I have? Introduce again. I've lost count. Anybody have any idea? 20-some in this country now? On this island? Somewhere. This is an amazing facility. I've heard a lot of ribbing about this particular type of facility, holiday camps, including from Marina. Patrick just raised his eyebrows. I would say to his hairline, but that would be the back of his head. However, I've never seen a room like this. Even the biggest, even the biggest ballrooms in some of the hotels in the States still have this type of facility. This is something we'd expect in Las Vegas. This is wonderful. And it's not going to have the heat problems we've had in the past. I don't think we're going to have the sound problems we've had in the past. And they look to have a very good AV system here, audiovisual system. So I look forward to this weekend very, very much. I have had bigger rooms. But I think once you get used to things like not leaving the windows open and the lights on at the same time, it's actually a wonderful facility, and I look forward to the whole weekend. Thank you very much.
Unfortunately, Marina and Siddiq can't be with us this evening. However, they both said that they are looking forward to meeting you tomorrow and again on Sunday. I'm hanging my coat up. I'm going to take my clothes.
You need permission to hang your coat up, Chrissy.
You sure? I'm having top bunk bed.
Huh? These are quite luxurious.
Not bad, not bad.
Only not bad.
Yep, do you want to see what I've got then? Walkman.
Huh?
Do you want to see all my stuff I've got?
Yeah.
I am. You want to see stuff, huh?
I'm sleeping with Mum.
Binoculars.
Bye.
Speakers. Walkie-talkies. More walkie-talkies. Batteries, dictaphone.
I wonder if these work.
Yeah, they do. I'll try them.
Yeah?
We've got our own towels. We don't need to.
Go away.
Chrissy, please shut the door after you've just been. Right. Right. Let's see all the important documents. What do you think, Chrissy?
Not bad.
Did you lose your bag?
No, I've still got it. What happens if I do lose it?
You done everything?
You don't get into any of the rooms at the convention.
Yeah, you can't get in.
Okay, Chrissy? Right, that's mine. You've got to wear this at all times. You know that. You'll have to wear it in the street.
What one, huh?
Yeah.
Andrea's tea?
Yeah, that's Tiberius.
Right.
Yeah? What's yours?
I don't know. My post says king.
Kings get crowned, Chrissy. And I'm sure you will do later.
And what's that then?
What? Ah, this is a competition, yeah? What one trivia quiz? Badge. Which Shakespeare plays do we see performed in Conscience of the King? That was Hamlet. I'm going to answer all these. You're doing quite well out here today.
Yep. What? I have to pick him 3 times. That's me running? Yes. 2. 1 more? I've won. Next game. I have to put someone else now. Looks like you helped yourself.
Chrissy, it looks like I've started before you lot.
I told Mum you look like Mr. Bean from back there.
Huh?
And by the way, you're not meant to have your finger.
Huh?
You're meant to have that with you.
Evelyn, what have you ordered?
Hi, lovely dinner.
Huh? Where were you then?
Anything?
And I started without you.
We were looking for you outside, Andrew.
Huh? I did say we'd meet inside.
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure. We had a look, we couldn't see you. Then we went out and we saw Chris, luckily. Right, can you go and get me a coffee then?
You
Well, I wonder if someone's going to go and get me a lemon.
Do you want Mum?
Lemon on the plate.
Do you want Mum?
What, a lemon? You're going to go back?
Do you want a lemon? Should I give them?
I'll ask for one.
Are they hot?
Lemons.
The lemons.
No, they're not hot.
Do I give them?
Don't feel me eating them, Andrew.
Chrissy, what kind of a meal's that?
Quite nice. What is
Chips
it? You
and
haven't got
rice?
any? Yeah.
I could have had a chicken curry, but I decided to make sure that I do eat because I was a bit hungry.
I should have got fish. I didn't see, yeah, the fish is nice. Food. Me. Oh, at 7, there's a meeting at the wheelhouse. There's a convention or something. What about?
For all 800 of us.
No, for all 1,400 of us.
Is that how much there is? Yeah.
That's what the lady said.
Well, okay.
They're
What is the
expecting
wheelhouse?
1,000.
What is it?
1,000.
Come.
They expect 1,400 people.
Yeah, but what is the wheelhouse?
Where you do your will. It's at the pub.
Huh? I think Egley's got lost somewhere, trying to get my lemon. Huh? Huh? No, it was with the fish.
And they expect everyone to have their uniform on.
What uniform?
They were saying like tonight or tomorrow, the other members who've got uniforms, you wait to see us tonight, they said. We'll be really dressed up.
What do you think? How's the food?
It's alright.
It's so...
We'll go swimming tomorrow.
Are you?
Are you coming?
I don't know. Are you all going to swim?
We all are. And then we're going all 1,800 of us.
I don't know if you're allowed to go to the beach.
You are?
The Geeks will look. There's a special date they can get out. Do you come in?
Huh?
You come in.
Yeah, I think so. Why not? What do you think?
This is going to be the Bermuda Wally. Bermuda Wally, not Bermuda Wally. Probably Sadiri.
Chrissy, are you winning or are you losing?
Both.
Huh? When are you going to realise, Chrissy? Chrissy? Have you realised it yet?
What do you mean?
That it's a Mags game?
I haven't seen you drop any money in there. Look. Mum. No, I haven't.
Have you realised yet that it's a Mags game?
Come on, let's go somewhere else. I don't like you in the arcade. I watched this all the money fall out. Spent all the money. I haven't even broken my telly yet. No.
What happened, Nigley? Have you learned yet again?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, I know. What before? That's where you get the sticks from. Play crazy golf. Look, the holiday, look, the Hobby Holiday. Oh, where is that? Is it? You know it was a convention, what were you doing? Yeah, but I thought it's all going to be open. Oh, it is open, but they close at certain times.
Where'd you get the sticks for the crazy golf, Chrissy?
Yeah, that's right.
No, you go to the games room. We'll play that tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay? Alright then.
Let it drop, yeah?
Okay, the tape will be played once through completely. You'll be given 5 minutes or so to write your rents, see if you can remember which theme belongs to which movie, TV, programme, whatever, and the tape will then be played again. If you're still confused, bothered and bewildered, it'll be run again tomorrow, okay? Has everybody who wants them got the answers sheets? There's more available down here at the bottom.
Why don't you get the answers so you can
Okay? Paul, play the music. phone. Don't play music.
Mosquito Squadron. Mosquito Squadron. Are you sure this one's Robin Hood?
Yeah. Mum, we're going to hear this tomorrow anyway, so don't write it on the other one. I've got a good one, have I? Save it. Yeah, but don't write on this one. No. Hello.
That's the high chef roll, right?
Yeah.
How many have we got?
13. Got 13. No, we haven't. Do you lot know who it is? We don't know. So we don't know what it is. Who is it?
television a little bit and you would know these things are good.
They would have a Star Trek in it.
Yeah, they haven't put one Star Trek in it yet.
That sounds like Deep Space Nine.
Is it?
Huh?
Should we put it down?
No. I don't think it is
We only
that.
saw one episode. How do we know what it is?
Yeah, but it had a similar theme to that.
Last one, folks. Did I say last one? We're not the last. I bet there's a lot more.
Ah, that's Cheers.
Yeah.
What is it?
No, that's Hill Street Blues.
That's Cheers.
Hill Street.
Now all that's left is to hear the whole lot again and to see which ones we haven't got.
Yeah, but it says here, see your program for the venues and times at which the themes will be played. They'll be played again.
They'll be playing
one.
tomorrow.
No, we went wrong.
They'll be playing Sunday.
That's the champions.
We finished that.
What's on the agenda tomorrow, Chrissy?
Well, 9 o'clock in the morning. There's a quiz.
Children's quiz.
Yeah.
It's a
There's
raffle
a film.
tomorrow.
Let's see what films on
Raffle.
tomorrow.
Raffle?
Is that tomorrow?
No, those tickets are for autograph signing.
Yeah, but is that
Have you got a
tomorrow?
book? Have you got a book for signing
No.
by Marina Sirtis?
I'm gonna buy one.
Sign your book, Andrew. We don't all want signed signatures.
What's my name?
Chris. What do you mean?
You know
what's your name?
DJQ, yeah?
Yeah.
DJQ.
Oh, that says deja vu.
Mum, can we buy a thing of her and get her to sign it?
Yeah, we'll
Why
buy
is there
some
so many
photos.
Star Trek films on?
Yeah.
Why?
I was asked.
Anyone would think it's a convention.
Clueless. Stop.
Isn't that Chris's punk?
Yeah, get down.
Oh, it hurts.
Well, you can't sleep up there then. I'm just going to break the bed watch. You just climbed down.
Hiya. Hey.
My first time in a bunk bed.
Morning, Chrissy. Well, what are we going to do today, eh?
Go swimming.
Swimming
Mhm.
and
Crazy golf. Arcades.
well, duvet.
Mm.
You have a duvet at home, don't you?
No.
Did you know that duvets are for duvets?
Just because you couldn't sleep.
Look.
Anything with poetry, quite scarce, £25 anywhere. I am not Spock. £30 reserve, anywhere. Saurian Brandy Digest issues 8 and 30. No reserve. Who will be near pound? Oh, come on.
Rog?
I have a pound. Right, do I have £1.25? Do I hear £1 and 5p? Bloody hard one, slog business. Do I hear £1 and 5p?
Oh, yeah.
Do I hear 110?
Yeah.
Thank you, and 15. And 20.
150.
150 and 60 and 70.
Take it.
£2, £2.25. And £2.50?
No.
No, £2.25 I have. £2.25 the bid. Going for £2.25. Sold for £2.25. We have lift off.
Put it in high gear.
It's alright, it is in high now.
Huh? No, you put it in low gear first, then high gear. Chrissy? Well, I think that was a bad piece of driving. What do you think?
Excellent piece of driving.
said. Huh?
Well,
I did quite well there, though. Huh? I think I'm still going. I don't believe it. I've got 1 second left. Can I do it? That's it. That's it.
Engineer's log, supplemental. Main power down. We need titanium crystals to energize the transporter.
Part 1 had been shot in downtown Los Angeles at Alvero Street. Part 2 was actually shot on Paramount's back lot in what used to be the New York area that had burned in 1983 during the filming of Star Trek 3. If you remember the stories of William Shatner out there with the fire department, with a fire hose fighting the fire. He really did do that, mainly because he couldn't afford a several-week delay if the Star Trek 3 sets burned down. He was actually working on T.J. Hooker still at the time. And it was directed by Les Landau. I normally don't read notes at these presentations, as most of you know. However, the writers on the show want people to know what it is they've written, so that the fans will know which episodes, their favorite episodes, who the writers are of those episodes. And certainly you'll start to recognize some of the directors' names because they're repeated constantly. Samuel Clemens, let's go to the next slide. On the right there is played by Jerry Harden. Tell Bill, there are no 80 decks on the Enterprise, especially the saucer section. 11, 12 at the most, but certainly 11 that we know of. And Bill kept saying the same thing. It'll be more dramatic that way. It's like, it may be more dramatic, but they don't exist. I mean, even end to end, you know, it's not 80 decks. But you couldn't convince Bill otherwise, and he got his way. So one of the biggest errors ever yet in a feature film was the three of them shooting up that shaft past some of the same floors more than once. For what Bill thought would be a wonderfully dramatic moment in the film. It was comedic to me, but that was one of the things. Bill was given his head when he came to directing that film by Harv Bennett. No, she just wanted to know where the bathroom was.
What's the situation on Star Trek 7?
Okay, now this is complicated. Paramount is talking about making a 7th film, but it is not Star Trek 7, i.e. the same series of films. This will be the first Next Generation motion picture. And at this point, Bill Shatner and Leonard Nimoy and very indirectly DeForest Kelley have been spoken to about being in the film as their characters, but in the Next Generation time frame. So what you may have read about it, somebody, was it Amy, are you here, Amy? That horrible little article that was printed here somewhere about a battle between Kirk and Picard, or between Patrick and Bill. Oh, please. I know that Leonard has, at least from, okay, neither have accepted a contract yet. None of the Next Generation cast are signed for it yet. Patrick is the only Next Generation cast member who has been signed for the 7th season, let alone any of the films. So there's very, very little finite information or definite information to give you on that. But they are looking at starting the film's production with or without all of the cast in March or April next year. So about a year from now, they should start filming to release in December of '94. Okay. Other questions? Right here, and there's a microphone coming.
Is there any reason why Patrick Stewart doesn't attend conventions that you know of? Is it contractual?
Is there any reason why he doesn't attend conventions?
Yes.
Do you know how much Patrick gets for a convention? For a convention that's 2 days, where he speaks 1 hour each day, no autograph sessions, $18,000. Plus 2 first-class airline tickets. That would bankrupt any convention in the UK. When he dropped by Sol 3, was it? 1988? UFP 1988? Sorry, Kim. When he dropped by that convention, it was a political favor. That's all it was. Guy and I called him up and said that a very ugly situation could arise at that convention if there wasn't somebody there who could lend a supporting voice to the new series, which hadn't been seen here at all, before somebody else who was against the convention opened their mouth. So he dropped by at the expense of simply being driven there and back, which was wonderful. However, Patrick's not in this country at the moment on holiday. He's here working for Sky, and he may have a contract with them that says he's not to do any other type of promotional event while he's here. He's also in a contract with the Creation Conventions to do exclusively their conventions. So he may have a double reason not for simply showing up at something like this. I would love it if Patrick would simply drop by. You'd all love it if he would simply drop by. But it's not as it was 5 years ago when he simply dropped by the NEC. Things have changed. And there's 2 very good convention guests here already. So it's not that Patrick won't do conventions. Patrick does about 15 conventions a year right now. Just not that many over here, not at that price. Back at the back there's a microphone coming.
In Love Boat in Space, Lessons, we saw major changes to 2 of the characters.
Yeah.
Have the people that control, the people who's gone beyond Gene, that have control, learnt anything from those lessons, or are we going to see the same thing again?
You see? I would like an ice cream as well, you know.
There's plenty over there.
There's plenty over there. I've already had one, you know. But I would. Huh? Would you actually?
Go and get you one, no. I would if there was a bit of you know in it.
What, money?
Yeah, you go.
If you put all in there, none of us will come out. Like one, we can have another one.
And if you want one from now, I'll go and get it.
Huh? I don't really know.
I'm going to go and get one.
I think I'm just going to have my Coke.
Coffee?
Huh?
Want some?
Huh? Perfect. Well, how many were left?
About 8.
Huh?
About 8.
About 8?
And more.
Yeah?
Where's my cloth?
Thanks, Chrissy.
So where's your cloth?
Huh? Why, haven't you got one?
No.
What I thought I used to be like when I was about that age, because that was when I left university and all that stuff, and when I first got out into the big wide world and everything kind of hit me from one side or another, when I first got introduced to women properly, because I went through a boys' public school, which is a sort of nightmare on wheels, and so all of those things hit me then, so I'm doing a sort of rip-off of that. So I suppose it is a bit like me, but not too much, just in case, not too much like me. I have to defend him a bit. He's a bit of a plonker, really. In the first few episodes, I hope he's got a bit older. He's basically a cross between, I was saying this on last night, a cross between a young Omar Sharif and Rodney. That's what I would say. Yes, sir. How much influence did I have on my own character when I auditioned for the role? Fair amount. I mean, the only thing that was important to me was not to do a kind of sort of Hollywood sort of young man in a show kind of role, character. I don't know if that means anything. It's like Baywatch or something. You know what I mean? It's I think that's had its day and it's really boring. I much prefer the idea of doing something a bit crazy, and I got the opportunity to do that on the show. A lot of the producers actually wanted it to be someone a bit off the wall, and they didn't mind. They liked what I did, obviously, I suppose. That's why they gave me the role. I might not be back next year. But it was a half and half thing. I mean, I just did something in audition and they went, okay. In fact, I stuttered a lot. And that's because I was absolutely terrified at the audition. Because I did it in front of the whole Paramount group of executives who, about 15 or 20 people. And I never normally do it as an actor, you don't do auditions in front of that many people. It's like really a play. And all these people were wearing suits and looking really bored. And they were waiting, for the next person to come on. And they never even talk to actors normally. They're just people who give, huge amounts of money around the place and make movies. So I sort of went, yes. And they said, I like that, keep that in. So that was basically how it evolved. Does anybody else got a question they'd like to ask at all? Yes. Who?
When you first went into...
Is it him? Is that who it is? Who's that? So come on, I can't see who it is. That is, oh hello! That is really weird, because I I'm hearing it from the speaker over here. I thought it was someone behind the screen. It's gone now.
Obviously when you went to Deep Space Nine,
Yeah.
you sort of realised you'd come into something like this, that was going to have this behind it.
Yeah.
How did you react to that the very first time you stood on stage in front of people that were watching you every move, and you just know how you felt? How did you react? How prepared were you for that?
Well, I think the best preparation is absolutely no preparation at all. You know, I had no. I mean, there was no way I've ever experienced anything like this. But as I say, in America, where I've been asked the same question once or twice. I mean, are you ready for this kind of madness? And what do you think of us? And all that sort of stuff. It's really one of the most warm, easy things to do, because everybody is very welcoming, and it's like, I don't know, without getting a bit sort of actory, I can't think of another way of putting it. I'm being introduced to a family which has been going for ages and ages and ages, and I'm the kind of new kid on the block, really. So it's very warm and easy. There's nothing hard about it at all, and I find it, I mean, apart from a little bit nerve-wracking, very comfortable.
Hi, I wonder if I could ask two.
Yeah, I watched the original series when I was a kid. When it first came, I mean, not first came out, but it was 10, 15 years ago when it was on all the time. I don't remember that. Then I watched TNG on and off a couple of years ago when that was on. But it was so badly publicised by the BBC. I mean, it's as if they didn't really give a...
Would you like to see further Next Generation seasons?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, they're holding our hand. And we need them there, really. It's terrific. I'd like to see them again and again and again. They're on every night in America. Twice a night, in fact, in most towns. So yeah, no problem at all. No problem at all with that. Yeah, you.
Would you like to see an episode based in the actual Academy on Star Trek?
I've seen one or two episodes based on, I mean, you mean...
A whole series.
A whole series based in the Academy. Oh, that was the original idea, wasn't it? So to do the young Star Trek cast. Not really. I mean, I quite like Deep Space Nine. I quite like the idea on station. I don't really want to see all the... I mean, you could, but then you've got to have a string of really young American actors, all doing a lot of young American acting stuff, you know, and it could get into that whole area. You know, have you ever seen all those shows that have the young guns and young Indiana Jones and young this, that, and the other? It's just a bit derivative. You know, it's a huge word for me. Wow. Yeah. Brent Spiner, what was it like working with him? It was great. He's terrific. He is the funniest guy. I don't know if he's been over here yet to do a con. Has he been over here? Oh, you've got to get him over here. He is brilliant. Well, I told him, and he was going. I was at dinner with him the night before yesterday, or the night before that, or whatever. And I was saying I was coming here to do this, and he went, I really like to do that. I really like. He did. There's no joke. He was serious. I mean, part of the deal was he'd like to get some tickets over here and spend some time with a friend of his. But he'd also like to come and do some stuff here, because he doesn't really know what's going on outside America regarding Star Trek. But he'd be great. Cracks jokes, 1 to the dozen, 10 to the dozen, 10 to the dozen. And, yeah, too long in America. He's brilliant, on set and off set. He's excellent. I'm going to ask you,
Don't what? Don't what? What?
No, it's not running, it's just itchy.
Eating them all?
Big mistake, leave them over there.
So you don't want to...
She's got to see next to
Sign out again. Sign out again. Go fast.
You're not in the queue? Yeah. There you go. Can you move aside then? Next one. Yes. Yes.
Our judges, oh, I'm dying to say that all weekend. Our judges for this evening are, well, the man who needs no introduction, so I'm not going to give him one, Richard Arnold, who I'm sure you all know by now. Together with Ensign Ingram and Lieutenant Drass, Data has decided to perform his chosen dance routine. Data welcomes you all here this evening and let the madness take control.
Don't get strung out by the way I look. Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm not much of a man by the light of day, but by night I'm one hell of a lover. I'm just a sweet, transvestite, transsexual, show you right, baby, play beside me. You look like you both could be grooving. Or if you want something visual, it's like two of us both. We could take it at old Steve Reeves moving. Well, you got caught with a flat grill. How about that? Well, babies, don't you panic. By the light of the night, in the long seagull ride, I'll get you ascertained, mechanic. I'm just a sweet, transvestite idea. From transsexual, Transylvania.
you who have not seen Season 5, the title is Disaster Strikes. For those of you who have, the plot thickens.
I was looking for Chris's dictaphone so that I would record his snoring, but I couldn't find it.
It's in his bag.
Well, I looked in everything. I took everything out. Chris has got some packing to do. Everything's unpacked, Chrissy. I was looking for your dictaphone to record your snoring.
Did not snore.
I know, but I haven't got the proof now because have a look how I unpacked everything. Come on. Look, last night I unpacked everything, right, just to get the dictaphone so that I could record your snoring.
You idiot.
I thought it was you, Egley, when I
Mine?
yeah.
Well, it is probably Egley, you know why? She don't snort, she digs hard. She breathes hard. She goes...
No, I came close and I knew it was you, Chrissy.
I don't snort. It was you and your daydream. How long have you been awake? Burglar!
Are we all ready to go?
No.
Huh? Are we all ready to go?
It's burglar! Burglars! Light in the room?
So we're all ready to go.
It was a nice weekend. Right, show me how to sing like this.
And I am already packed.
It's no use your asking me about all this, Brigadier. As far as I'm concerned, it hasn't happened yet. Don't you see? I'm just a temporal anomaly.
Chrissy? Have you ever seen these doctors before? These doctors are before your time.
Yeah, I have.
It's on UK Gold.
I have seen them before.
Have you? When? In your earlier incarnations?
No, I have.
Huh?
So wherever they are, Miss Grant and my other self, we can't contact them.
Ah.
That's the problem with antimatter.
Yeah, that's the problem with antimatter, Chrissy. What do you think?
Try being punched on the nose by the
Huh?
invisible man.
Must be the problem.
What would you do if you were there?
Kill it.
That's what aliens do, Chrissy. They kill. You've got to kill them first.
How do you know they're dangerous?
As far as I can see, there's only one explanation.
You've been watching too much of the UFO special.
Is that my one?
Yes.
Hmm?
Here that we can now strike a bargain with our friend Omega. With that box of tricks there?
Chrissy? Is this a Sunday or it's not a Sunday?
It's a Sunday.
Huh? And what do we usually have for breakfast on a Sunday?
I've had mine.
Huh?
I've had mine.
You've had your what?
Egg.
Have you? And can you tell everybody the score at half time?
9-0 to me.
9-0.
To me.
11.
Oh, was it 11-0 to me?
11-2 in games, not in points.
Oh, 11 to me, 2 to you, yeah?
It's not bad for someone as young as me.
What are you trying to say? You won.
Right, you ready for a thrashing at badminton?
Yes.
And Chrissy is missing.
He's wet.
I wish this camera was CinemaScope because you're not. But if this is television, folks. Chrissy and Egley are not in shot. But if this was CinemaScope, and that's it. This is now a television production. They are now both in the same shot. Okay, let's go. 1-0. I'm sorry, but
Can you please count in your head?
I can't give Egley too much of a chance here because she could thrash me on film.
0-0.
Huh?
0-0.
5-0 to Egley.
Oh,
I can't give him too much of a chance. That was a chance there. I was letting you win there. See? I'm just so skillful.
Oh, great serve. Chrissy, can you go and ask if we can have a few bits and pieces off the barbecue? Chrissy?
No.
No.
I would, but
But what?
I can't. How about you?
All right. Let's see you have a game. What do you think?
Egley, I'm just telling you, can't give you too much of a chance.
Excuse me, I'm the one that's better than you.
You're better than me.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll see if you even get a point.
1-0.
Shut up, what are you talking about?
1-0.
0-0. 1-0. Your turn. Come on. What's that? 2-0. What's that? 3-0.
It went over.
3-0. Come on. 4-0.
3-0.
12-0. No, not to Chrissy. Sorry, 13-0. Come on. Come on. 14-0.
Shut up.
What can I say? Match point.
Oh. The score is 25-0.
1 to me. Match point. Game. What can I say?
Shut up.
Should not
whitewash.
be there.
What can you say?
Egley, what did you say again off camera?
What?
Oh, you were saying something to old Chrissy there.
No? What?
No.
I thought she said something like, let me win, or did she?
Egley, would you like to tell everybody what you said off camera?
I don't know what I said.
You were really lucky that it was off there.
I'd like to say that I beat you 25-0.
What can I say?
Chris is dodging around as if he's Paul Gascoigne. Chris is out.
Egley, I beat you 51 on one game.
Yeah,
this
right.
game 25-1.
Yeah.
So what are you saying?
He's having a bit of difficulty.
Cheers. And
Oh, you know, it reminds me. Did Andrew tell you about yesterday, like on Double Dragon? I got past the second bit, I got past the next bit, and the next bit, and the next bit, and the next bit. I got about 5 stages after Andrew. Not even Andrew can get there. I just carried on and on and on, asking.
yeah, tell Egley about the next time after what happened.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, that's it. It was
You
a
died.
fluke.
It wasn't a fluke, I've done it twice.
No.
But not all the way.
Chrissy.
Andrew, listen, I've got a weapon in my hand. Don't tempt me.
All right.
Let me
All
go
right,
and have
Chrissy.
a rest now.
Let's go there. Could you give
Ow!
me the race bar?
Yeah, I will. I don't know where the lights are.
Anything else? Andrew, you're on. Well, you know, it's all be odd because I was telling your mum that we'll be odd. No, it's one thing. Wouldn't it? No, yeah, net. So that's I was just thinking.
Go on, Egley. Oh, lovely one.
3-0.
Oh, and he's lost it.
Go on then. Go on
Who's
then.
got the two? Wait a minute, who's got the two?
We have that.
Cover your fire.
5-0.
You see?
Yeah.
This is a classic confrontation. WrestleMania. Chrissy?
Alright, that wraps up another edition of All-American Wrestling here in the United Kingdom. Next week, by the way, you're going to be seeing a six-man tag in the best 2 out of 3. The Steiners and Tatanka, Beating Money Incorporated, and Doink the Clown, 2 out of 3 falls. What is this, some kind of a party? What? Keenan? I got it. What in the devil is that? 2.5 hour fight. 2.5 hour fight? How long has that thing been on?
Someone's been battered. Chrissy? Someone's been battered. That's the kind of fish you like, do you remember?
No,
Do you remember when you... Huh?
Hate it.
You hate place? No, that's the kind of fish you like, that's not place.
Alright, I like that.
You like that? Yeah. Do you remember when you left the place in Cyprus?
You know, I found out if you feed them cherry bombs, that happens. Yeah, I can imagine. Don't forget now, you can see the King of the Ring exclusively on Sky Sports a week from this Monday, June the 14th at 7 p.m. Don't miss it.
Well, Chrissy, you going to watch it?
Of course I am.
Yeah?
June the 14th.
Wrestling?
Not a lot. Simpsons.
That's on now.
Laughlin, Nevada, it's the Miss American Girl pageant. Brought to you by Meryl Streep's Versatility. Smell like street for cheap. I'm your host, Troy McClure, and now, here come the ladies.
We learned the truth at 17, that love was meant for beauty.
Which one's the most beautiful, Chrissy?
Like Miss South Dakota, Miss North Carolina, Miss Indiana, Miss Alaska.
Kids, I won't be home tonight, so I'm leaving you some low-cal microwavable TV dinners. Okay. I'm auditioning for a play. It's a musical version of A Streetcar Named Desire. Isn't that exciting?
If you ask me, they're all winners.
Simpsons, is it? There's a beauty pageant, and I think one of them's going to win it.